Hi guys! I'm back to let you know my experience with Lasik surgery. I have had it now. Today is the 9th, Saturday, and I had the surgery yesterday. I had my consultation on the 1st, and then I scheduled immediately, and I had my surgery on the 8th, and today is the next day, the 9th. I'm going to try to give you this in two parts, the first being the consultation and the second being the surgery. This video will be about the consultation, and I'm going to try to let you know everything I can quickly because I already recorded 2 whole videos and then they were too long to post. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that. So the first step in me thinking I've already talked about wanting to get LASIK surgery. I had it on my mind for a long time, but it kept coming up because on Facebook, I kept getting the little ad that came up and would be like LASIK plus surgery starting at $250. And I knew with my bad vision that I wasn't going to be the person that was eligible for the $250 price, but my thinking was, you know, how much higher can it go above that? So I went ahead and gave them a call to find out. I mean, they didn't tell me anything about the price. Of course, you know how in the beginning, anything, they will not let you know the price. I'll just let you know right now, I'm going to tell you the price. But they were like, you come in for a free consultation, and it was a free consultation. And we'll let you know if you're eligible and, you know, see where you want to go from there. So I did go in for the consultation. That was again on the 1st. And it was really nice and easy. The staff there was so friendly. The place itself was really beautiful and nice, and the whole atmosphere was really comforting. By the way, I know I have all these like sleepers. I know that, but I'm not allowed to rub my eyes or pat them or touch them or poke at them or anything. So, sorry. Anyways, so the place was really nice. I showed up and signed in, got a little folder with some paperwork. It looks like this. And, oh, I don't think I got this at first, but I did get it that day. I ended up going into a few different exam rooms, and I do want to get a tripod, by the way, but don't have one yet, so this is what I'm going to do. But anyways, there's a few different exam rooms. The staff was really nice. So I had my first technician, or I'm not sure what the title is, take me into the first room, and there's a machine where you know, rest your chin and you're like in a thing with your forehead, and they're looking through the other side and they're looking into your eye, and you just look forward. And at first I was really nervous because I thought it was going to do the puff of air at my eye, you know, so I was like blinking. I'm trying not to do it right now, but kind of nervous. And she was like, oh, don't worry, it's not going to do the air. And it's true, it didn't. So she was just looking at my eyes. And I went through a few stages like that of them like looking in my eyes, looking with lights, testing my peripheral vision, just like if I could see certain things. And then I went to a room where I did kind of like a full-on what's it called, like eye exam, like if I was going to get glasses or contacts, where they put the thing over my eyes and we did it with or without my glasses. And you know, they showed the letters and I had to read them or see how much I could read. And then again, they looked at my eyes. And so it was a really painless process. They asked me about my history. Look at all my animals over here. I could fix my bed cute for these videos, but then I would never get the videos done. So we're gonna get what we get. But anyways, it was all very simple. Everybody that I encountered, from the ladies at the front desk to all the different people that I worked with that day, were super knowledgeable about the whole process. So, and very like nice, very comforting and welcoming. They didn't make me feel uncomfortable or like I was asking too many questions, because I asked a lot of questions. But they were so patient, so understanding, very reassuring, and every single person could answer all my questions. No matter what the question was, I never had somebody that said, oh, I don't know, or you'll have to ask the doctor about that, or anything like that. They all totally, had a deep understanding of the process, what to look out for, what I needed to be careful with, what I should be prepared for. And they were all really willing to give me any of the answers that I needed. So that was really nice. So a little further into the process. Oh, okay. So the main thing they were testing for that day was the health of my eyes. I went in here thinking that the deciding factor was going to be how bad my vision was. And I think I told you in my intro, my vision was pretty bad. They tested it that day, so I actually asked them what it was so that I could let you know what the difference was. And here's what they told me. So the vision is like, the perfect vision would be like 20/20. And after that, they start stepping away. So 20/25, 20/30, and then it starts going by like tens. So 20/40, 20/50. They go all the way up to 2400. And then they stop measuring, because if you're past that, you just can't see. And guess what? I was off those charts. I was over the 400. So technically, they didn't have a measurement for what my eyes were. They were bad, which I knew, because I've lived my life. So I was ready to hear that my vision was really bad. My astigmatism was also really bad. And they tested that too. So they said on that, there's a range from 0, like 0 astigmatism, I guess, to -6. -6 being the worst, and they cannot operate on people that have more than that. Mine was -3.5. So they said it was pretty bad, but not something they couldn't operate on and couldn't fix. I went ahead and also asked them what the astigmatism really was, because I always knew I had it and that it made my prescriptions difficult and expensive, but I didn't know what it meant. So they let me know that astigmatism means that your eye is not perfectly round. Because of that, when you get contacts or anything, they have to be custom fit to the shape of your eye so they don't move all around like crazy. So there's a measurement that goes this way and a measurement that goes this way, so that they know the shape of your eye. So basically it's like you're doing 2 prescriptions every time you have a prescription done, which is why it costs so much and why it takes extra time and has to be fitted and all that extra stuff. So I was glad to have that explained to me. Like I said, I was awful in all of those things, but my eyes were healthy. They were just bad at doing their job, but they were healthy. So I guess I kind of knew that I didn't know to think of that. But looking back now, I realize they're healthy because I don't really experience things like blurry vision, hazy vision, dry eyes, anything like that. So the health part of my eyes was pretty good, so I qualified for the surgery. One of the things that I know could have hindered that would be if I wore contacts. They did ask me about my history and my family history, if they had glaucoma or anything like that, and then they asked me if I wore contacts. And I know that if you do wear contacts, that damages your chances. I don't know how much, but I've only worn contacts 1 year out of my life, and it was 6 years ago or something, so for me it wasn't a factor. So all those tests went really well. And then so they asked me how serious I was. I brought up price because my seriousness was based on price pretty much. And at that point they were not dodgy about it all. They said, well, let me tell you what the standard price is, I guess, kind of something like that. I don't want to say they said exactly that, but they gave me my price, and I'm gonna let you know my real price, the total truth. And I don't know if this would be like everybody's, but like I said, I do feel like mine was kind of on the end of a spectrum. So I think this is about what you can expect. I don't know who gets the $250 price. Somebody who doesn't even need LASIK. I don't know. But this was mine. So this is my actual bill. I hope I didn't. Anyways, So and there's like, they gave you a price per eye, so you could get one eye operated on at a time. That wasn't an option really for me in real life because my vision is so bad that it wouldn't make sense. Like if I got one eye operated on, first of all, I would have to go through the healing process twice. Secondly, there would be a period of my life where one eye worked and would not be able to use my glasses, and the other eye would need the glasses. So apart from punching out one of my lenses from my glasses, I don't really know how I would have even pulled that off. So that was not an option. By the way, I have my glasses here, so I'm gonna see, I haven't done this, if you could see through my glasses to give you an idea. So these are my glasses that I wore for a very long time. Oh, it kind of just looks like you can see well. That's funny. Okay, I thought it was gonna look like blurry or something. It doesn't. Is that weird? I don't know. I don't know. But those are my glasses that have the like 400 prescription on them. Very thick glasses. I'm not able to get the really cute ones with like no edge and stuff like that. Well, now I don't need any glasses. But anyways, so you're probably wanting to hear how much my eyes cost. So anyways, they did give me the bill. It was per eye, and then they included medicine. And my cost included, this unicorn is bugging the hell out of me. That was like a very obscene placement. So anyways, it included the medical drops, which are these, kind of like this big dropper, and then they included these moistening drops, which are just to make me comfortable. And these are kind of like take as needed. They come in a little individual dropper. And you tear the top off of this and put your drops, and it lasts a few times because that way it stays sterile, so you're not using an old dropper, which helps with like infection. So you throw it away, and then the next day you open another. And they gave me a box of them. This box has 25, I believe. And then I have like 4 boxes of these. So I should be nice and comfy. And of course they explain all that to you. So the procedure plus the cost of the medicine plus the cost of the drops, and then they gave me a discount. They gave me a discount based on my willingness to book immediately and get started with the process. So I'm sure these are numbers that change for everybody, but like I said, I just wanted to give you my real numbers so that you can have this information when you're at home and you're not having to decide last minute while you're in the office with the pressure on. Because let me also let you know that this is a business, and when you go in and you do the consultation and they do start putting work into it, they want you to book. And everybody was so nice, and it's not that it was, you know, a high pressure situation or anything like that, but the aim is at you going ahead and booking your procedure. So if you're really on the fence and don't know whether you want it or not, take the time to think about that at home. Take the time to think about all your options, all your pros and cons, costs, what they could be, and things like that, and go in there knowing, because I knew I wanted it. So for me, I was ready when they asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes. So these are the numbers I got. I'm not sure what yours would be. My first, so right at 14 minutes, that's when the cost comes up. So my cost per eye was $1,700 per eye. Then they doubled that, so $3,400, and then they put the cost of some medicines, and then like I said, they take away the discount. So my final total cost, there's no tax on this, there's no follow-ups or anything like that, is $3,390. That's what I actually paid. They had I believe it was care credit, but either way, they had an agency that they worked with that could fund your whole procedure based on your credit. and they gave you all these options. Again, I have mine, so I'm just gonna tell you because this is useful information. So with mine, and so as I was going to say, you can qualify for these. If you don't qualify for these, Lasik Plus actually backs you and will fund you themselves. And then you just pay them. I went through the care credit. So I got to choose between a 24-month plan at $170 a month, which equals $4,080 overall. A 36-month plan, which is 3 years, which was going to be $121 a month and would come out to $4,356 overall. A 48-month plan, which is 4 years, at $97 a month, came out to $4,656 overall for the whole thing. Or a 60-month, which is 5 years. That one was $87 a month and came out to $5,220. So those are some actual numbers. So I hope that helps you figure out whether you would like to go, when you're ready for it, when you're not. The nice thing is that they do have those payment plans, so you don't have to pay that day. You know, you can pay it slowly over time. So for me, I knew that this was something I wanted in my life. I knew I was going to eventually build up to it. So if you know you're going there, you know, and I had these plans that I already wanted to have the, you know, total blank. You know, I wanted to have the advantage of not having my glasses for certain plans that I have coming up or parts of my life or whatever. So rather than wait and save the money and everything forever, I was able to do it now and worry about that cost as an ongoing thing, you know. So that was really nice. Then they gave me this folder. I took it home. It had my paperwork because I booked my procedure, and it had forms to fill out, and it had a list of the side effects and risks, and that made me a little nervous, but I did look over it. I'll actually go ahead and do a separate video on that because there's a lot, and I just want to let you know it because then you don't have to go in to actually hear these. But that was a little bit of what my process was like that day. And like I said, I went ahead and booked the procedure. I got follow-up emails and calls and everything, making sure I was comfortable, aware of when my time was, and that I was ready to go into surgery soon, which I was. It was a nice, quick process, very, very painless, every part of it, including the surgery. So this is only my first day out of surgery, but I feel like I'm doing really great. I feel like I'm going to love the decision. I already love the decision so far. So far, I recommend it. I hope that I can help you with, you know, this information. If you have any more questions or want to hear about anything else, feel free to comment and let me know. And I am brand new to this whole YouTube thing. So if you watch this video at all, I would love if you leave me a comment and tell me who you are and where you're from. You don't have to say anything more than that, but I just think it'd be so cool to know. I appreciate you checking out the video, and I hope you follow through and watch the other ones so you can get an idea of everything I went through. It was a really interesting little adventure.